Let's explore a really cool way where we can track all of our material, ordering, and delivery statuses right here in JobTread. It'll look something like this on a job budget, where we can set up a custom view to see all of the details about each of our items. In order to accomplish this, we're going to need to go into our JobTread settings, and then you'll click on the Custom Fields tab. Once you're here, scroll all the way down to the Cost Item section. There it is. And now you can add in custom fields for all of the information that you'd like to collect and track. So as you can see, I have my ordered date, the expected arrival, delivery day, supplier, internal notes. I'm even marking whether or not that was an inventory item and how many were in inventory. So this is a really great way where you can choose exactly what information you'd like to track throughout the job. Now, when you're adding a new custom field, you're just going to click plus custom field, choose the custom field type. The pick list is that drop-down menu type. And then you can also add options if you're using a pick list option. Now let's go ahead and go back to our job once we have those cost item custom fields built. And then we'll go into our job budget. And then most of you are going to be viewing the overview or another view on your job budget. So at this point, we need to create a custom view for our material tracking. So I'm going to click on this gear icon, budget view settings, and then I'm going to choose all of my settings here. So I can say I want to group by cost code. Some of you might want to also group by cost type. In this case, that will separate out labor and materials, but I'm actually going to group by cost group still. And then I'm going to use a filter to just show me the materials on here. So I only want to see my material items, and then I can further add additional cost codes if I'd like to. Now here's the important part. When you go down to the columns here, you can turn on or off certain columns. So in this case, I don't need to see any of my estimating columns. I probably don't need to see any of my job costing ones or my invoicing or profits. Instead, I just want to see details. So here I can see my description, my cost type, my cost code. I actually think those would be helpful to leave on in this view. But then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll be able to find your other cost item custom fields. Now mine are kind of in the middle here, but yours will most likely be at the very bottom once you create them. So let's go ahead and select a couple to turn on. So this case, I want to put maybe my SKU, preferred vendor, expected arrival. Let's just turn all of these on. Delivery date, supplier, inventory item, number in inventory. Great. And if there are any others, I could easily do that. Now you can see that all of those fields are in here. So at this point, if I click the save button, it's going to save and override my existing view. I probably don't want to do that. So I encourage you to click save as and save a new view for yourself. So I might call this material tracking, and then we'll hit OK. Close that out, and now you'll see in your personal views you have material tracking listed. Now if you want to share that with the rest of your organization, you just open it up, click that gear icon, and then convert it to an organization view, and you'll share it with everybody else. So now what you can do is that you can click to edit any of these fields. So if I needed to add maybe a SKU number in here, I could do so. If I want to select my preferred vendor from my cost item custom field pick list, I can do so as well. Also indicate maybe the expected arrival, the delivery date if I need to. I can also add in a supplier, so maybe this is actually Lowe's instead of Menards. And then I also can mark whether or not the item was in inventory and how many we have. We only have 2, therefore I'm going to need 1 more box of garbage bags, it looks like. So at any point, you can go ahead and save your changes. And then you can truly track all of your materials throughout the job in the same place as your job budget. Now, if you needed to know some information about this item, this garbage bags item, when you're looking at maybe the overview, all you need to do is click the 3 dots, click show details, and you'll also see your cost items filled in down here in your cost item details list as well. So that gives you another place that you can dig in deeper. I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, contact your customer success manager, or you can email support@jobtread.com and we'll be sure to help.